Today, we'll be breaking down an assassination attempt on a political figure. So, with the context out of the way and the comments section fervently on fire, let's square stalling and get brawling. The duel begins and Persephone goes first. Persephone draws and her opening hand consists of 2 copies of Armed Dragon Thunder level 3, Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms, the original Armed Dragon level 5, Boo Boo Game, and Armed Dragon Thunderbolt. She begins by normal summoning Armed Dragon Thunder level 3. She activates this effect by discarding another monster from her hand, in this case the other Armed Dragon level 3 to the graveyard. She can send this monster from the field to the graveyard, not attributed, this will be important later, to special summon a level 5 or higher Armed Dragon monster from her hand or deck. Or as I'll call them for the rest of this breakdown, leveling up, because I am not saying that every single time. No way! Anyway, she summons the Armed Dragon Thunder level 5 in attack mode. Also, since the other level 3 was discarded for the use of a Dragon Monster's effect, Persephone gets to draw 1 card, which is her second Armed Dragon Thunder level 5. Brock says he's never heard of those kinds of level monsters before, but Persephone tells him not to worry his little toddler brain about it. Now she uses level 5's effect, discarding the other level 5 she just drew to level it up into Armed Dragon Thunder level 7. Now the discarded level 5's effect activates. Since it was discarded for a Dragon Monster's effect, she can add 1 level 5 or higher Wind Dragon type monster from her deck to her hand, and she takes another Armed Dragon Thunder level 7. Brock picks up the pattern that's been going on, and basing it on the original Armed Dragon cards, well, let's just say he doesn't like where this is going. Persephone then activates level 7's ability, discarding the other level 7 to level it up into Armed Dragon Thunder level 10 in attack mode. The discard level 7 activates its effect, and you know why by now, so Persephone can add any Armed Dragon card from her deck to her hand, and she adds a continuous spell card, Armed Dragon Lightning. Persephone uses it right away, and uses one of its effects.
What's that card gonna do? Make me a hot fudge sundae?
Oh, you fish.
By targeting an Armed Dragon monster she controls, level 10 in this case, it gains attack points equal to its level times 100, putting level 10 at 4,000 attack points. Brock is shocked because that attack power matches Obelisk the Tormentor, and Persephone congratulates him on finally passing the 2nd grade. She always knew he could do it. Next she uses Tempest's effect. By discarding it and another wind monster, in this case the original level 5, she can add any dragon monster from her deck to her hand, and she takes Pile Armed Dragon. Persephone finishes by setting Boo Boo Game and Armed Dragon Thunderbolt face down and ends her turn. And during her end phase, she activates a quick play spell card, Super Rejuvenation. Now you draw 1 card for every dragon monster that was discarded and or attributed from her hand and or field this turn. She lost 5 dragons, so she draws 5 cards, which are DD Designator, Armed Dragon Flash, 3rd Armed Dragon Thunder level 3, Armed Dragon Blitz, and the Suppression Pluto. Ah, typical politicians. They cheat. For you see, Persephone had an extra card in her hand. She had 6 when she started, -1 for summoning level 3, -1 for discarding the other level 3 to level up to level 3, +1 for the discard level 3's draw, -1 to level up level 5, +1 to search level 7, -1 to level up level 7, +1 for searching lightning, -1 for activating lightning. Tempest is a -2, but then she immediately goes +1 again when she fetches Power Armed. Then she immediately sets 2 cards face down. And would you look at that? There's only 1 card left. And we know what that 1 card is, and it's not Super Rejuvenation. So yeah, scripting error, but to be fair, Persephone works for the government. Why would she let a little thing like the law get in the way of her making a profit? I mean, winning a children's card game. If this isn't the last video I ever upload, you know why. It's Brock's turn. He draws, and his opening hand consists of Allure of Darkness, Blackwing Kalute the Moonshadow, Black Whirlwind, Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind, Blackwing Chris the Crack of Dawn, and Blackwing Hurricane the Tornado. What the fuck are you doing in this deck? Emotional support? Were you the first card he ever had? I swear, if this is not fodder for Allure of Darkness, I'm gonna lose my frickin' mind. Brock comes up with a plan. Add all 3 copies of Kalute the Moonshadow to his hand, and either OTK the hell out of her, or at least do a lot of damage. He starts by activating his continuous spell, Black Whirlwind. Next he normal summons Chris, the Crack of Dawn. Black Whirlwind's effect activates. Because a Blackwing monster was normal summoned, Brock can add 1 Blackwing monster from his deck to his hand as long as his attack points are less than that summoned monster's. He adds the 1400 attack point Kalute to his hand. Next he special summons Gale the Whirlwind, and he can do that because he controls another Blackwing monster. Next he uses Gale's effect to halve level 10's attack points, putting it at 2,000. After that he activates Allure of Darkness. This lets him draw 2 cards, but then he must banish 1 dark monster from his hand, and if he can't pay that cost, he has to send his entire hand to the graveyard. He draws and gets the 3rd Kalute and Blackwing Kogarashi the Wanderer. Brock is ecstatic, and immediately banishes Kogarashi?
You f***ing failure!
Okay, so for those who don't know, if a face-up Blackwing monster you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon Kogarashi from your hand. And granted, Brock didn't know anything about these new armed dragon monsters before today, and it might be logical to assume based on the original armed dragons that they might have something to do with destroying monsters with card effects. I'll get the point that Brock's not considering, well, what if my plan fails? And granted, Kogarashi is a level 6, while Hurricane's level 1, so Hurricane isn't a brick compared to Kogarashi, but still, Kogarashi makes more sense to keep in your hand, while Hurricane belongs in your basement. I mean, your banishment. So, misplay Brock. Moving on. Now he tunes the level 4 Chris the Crack of Dawn using the level 3 Gale to synchro summon level 7 Chidori the Rain Sparkling. Chidori's ability gives an extra 300 attack points for every Blackwing monster in his graveyard, putting it at 3,200. Brock enters his battle phase and orders Chidori to attack level 10. Then, during the damage step,
Triple Kalute, motherfucker!
He discards all 3 Kalutes, which each boost Chidori by an extra 1,400 attack points, giving a 4,200 attack point boost. Then Chidori's natural ability kicks in, giving another 900 attack points because of the 3 Kalutes discarded. So Chidori goes up to a Grand Slam total of 8,300 attack points.
Let's fucking go!
Unfortunately for Brock, though, during damage calculation, Persephone activates her trap card Boo Boo Game, meaning all damage she took from that battle is reduced to 0. In addition, because level 10 has more than 100 attack points, it cannot be destroyed by battle. So Brock's one-turn kill meant about as much as an apology from a YouTuber. Brock ends his turn knowing there's nothing he can do, and Kalute's power boost ends, so Chidori falls to 4,100 attack points. In addition, Persephone activates her other trap card, Armed Dragon Thunderbolt. This boosts an Armed Dragon monster she controls attack points by 1,000 permanently for each Armed Dragon monster in her graveyard, with an equal or lower level than that monster, and a different name from each other. Persephone has 4, so level 10 gains 4,000 attack points, putting it at 6,000. But it cannot inflict any damage with this turn. Oh wait, there is no rest of this turn, because it's about to be Persephone's turn. Before that though, damn shame man, your master plan to kill her in one shot failed. Although what's funny is that the plan would have failed regardless, because Persephone still has all 8,000 of her life points. And if she didn't have Boo Boo Game and didn't use her Thunderbolt to reduce the damage, her life points would only go down by 6,300, which granted is a lot of damage. It would go her down to a really bad spot, he wouldn't have won the duel. So my theory is a simple one. He didn't do the math in his head, which, in Brock's defense, it's quite a bit of math. 1,400 times 3 for Kalute, then 300 times 5 for each Blackwing in his graveyard, in addition to Chidori's base stat of 2,600. It's a lot more easy and fun to say, Leroy Jenkins! Though it is a misplaced still to put all your eggs in one nest when your opponent has 2 face-down cards and a monster you don't understand. Who taught you to play Blackwings? Simo! Regardless, Brock tries to surrender the duel, but Persephone's planet card takes possession of her and refuses his surrender. It's Persephone or Pluto's turn, and the final turn of the duel. It draws and gets an unknown card. Doesn't matter what it is. It activates Armed Dragon Blitz. By targeting level 10, it can either add to its hand or special summon a monster with the same name from their deck. And since Thunder level 10 has more than 1 attack point, it's treated as the original Armed Dragon level 10, so Pluto special summons the original Armed Dragon level 10 from its deck. It cannot attack directly though. Next, Pluto sends the third Armed Dragon level 3 from its hand to the graveyard to special summon Pyro Armed Dragon from its hand. And since level 3 was discarded, Pluto draws 1 card, which is also unknown. Now Pluto sacrifices Pyro Armed Dragon and the original level 10 to tribute summon
The Suppression Pluto!
Next, Pluto activates DD Designator. Now it gets to declare 1 card name, then look at Brock's hand. If the card Pluto declared is in Brock's hand, that card is removed from play. If not, Pluto has to banish a random card from its hand. Pluto declares Slife of the Sky Dragon. Brock laughs, thinking Pluto must be dumber than he is to think he has Slife of the Sky Dragon, only to realize that Pluto knew exactly what it was doing. Pluto was still wrong though, so Armed Dragon Flash is banished from its hand. Next, Pluto activates its own effect. Once per turn, it can declare 1 card name. If that card is in Brock's hand, it can use one of its effects to either steal a monster or spell a trap. Pluto declares Hurricane the Tornado, and since it's right, it now takes control of Chidori permanently. It does return to its base stats though that's hardly an issue. Next, it uses Lightning's effect again, and gives level 10 another 1,000 attack points. Finally, after roasting the pants off of Brock, Pluto activates level 10's effect. Since it has over 1,000 attack points, Pluto can send one card from its hand to the graveyard, and that card is unknown to me, so don't ask. Then it can target one other card on the field, destroy it, and level 10 gains 1,000 attack points. It destroys Chidori, and thus now has 8,000 attack points. Pluto enters its battle phase and has itself attack directly. Level 10 then attacks directly, winning Pluto the duel, and telling Brock that he should return to his boss with his friend who couldn't possibly be a double agent, and apologize and explain everything to his boss, who will totally not have an outburst and stomp on his corpse to the theme of "We Will Rock You." So could Brock have defeated Persephone? No, absolutely not. Even the hypothetical of him keeping Kogarashi, Pluto is stealing his ace, not blowing it up. Is there a scenario where he could do a lot of damage to Persephone? Yes, but Persephone would need to play like an idiot to allow that to happen. In fact, I can't even think of a scenario where Persephone can be beaten. Well, there is one scenario, but I need to make a small change first.
You made a very grave mistake.
Shaki, hold my double gold. It's go time.